Well, greetings from HMS Prince of Wales, and this is a message to all our friends and families and affiliates. I do hope this message finds you and your families safe and well during this difficult time. We've had to change our ways of working, and we found this particular period challenging. And in embracing technology, we thought that this virtual message reaching out to you all would be a good way to show you what we've been doing over the last few months. HMS Prince of Wales returned to Portsmouth at the end of March, and during that time we ended up supporting the government with its COVID support forces as part of our military aid to the civil authorities. We had some 300 members of the ship's company on standby to support. As I speak today, we have just over 100 personnel now helping to run the mobile testing units around the different parts of the country. The other part of our focus for this period alongside has been a capability insertion period. And this is very much putting extra capabilities in ship, preparing us for our future programme. Much of that will play out in the next part of the year when we return to sea in September for training and trials, but also next year when we head to the United States to continue the developmental testing of the F-35 strike jet. As I say, we have lots to tell you. I'm now going to hand you over to the rest of the team from HMS Prince of Wales to give you a little more detail.
My name's Gary Nicholson, I'm the Executive One Officer. I just wanted to give you a little update on what the Exec have been doing in the last few months. So we've been looking after all the people on board through COVID-19. We set up a management cell to look after our men and women. I think that's been really successful. We've also really helped out with the trainees who have been between courses. So those guys that have done 10 weeks at Raleigh and then come onto the ship for a little bit of a taste of life at sea, and then give them a little introduction for a week, and then they've been sent back to the relevant courses. We're also just gearing up now, so we're preparing for what happens next. So we're due to go to sea in September, and then we will ramp up with a 3-week training package to then make sure that we're ready, fit for going to sea.
HMS Prince of Wales and the rest of the Armed Forces is ready to support civilian authorities wherever necessary during the COVID-19 pandemic. We're part of Military Aid to Civilian Authorities, MACA for short, to provide support whenever and wherever we're needed. Our current tasking is to provide mobile testing units throughout the southeast region of the UK from the 29th of June, and our training has been delivered by the Army in order that we can effectively support them in taking over this tasking. The aim of the training is to get all of our nominated personnel up to a highly trained standard so that we can deliver an effective output to the civilian community.
On leaving Liverpool, the Weapon Engineering Department spent the remaining time at sea carrying out a number of trials to both prove our own radar systems and also to characterise a number of signatures and features for the class. Since returning to Portsmouth, the main focus has been supporting the ongoing capability insertion period in preparation for the ship's deployment across the Atlantic at the start of next year. During KIP, there have been over 30 major additions and alterations to the dedicated W equipment, such as greater network capability, increased and upgraded modern IT and comms, landing aids for the F-35 jets, and self-protection weapon fits. As part of the Deck-Free Trials programme, flying trials are planned to take place in the first quarter of 2021. The support of the WE department in expanding our capabilities has and continues to be vital for this.
This has remained a busy period for the logistics department. Despite current global supply chain challenges, the team has continued to provide stores and catering support to facilitate the capability insertion period. As part of that package, our Junior H scullery is being improved and expanded. We have also provided a full range of logistical support to Prince of Wales's contribution to military aid to civilian authorities in the form of equipment, provisions, and administration to those personnel on the front line in responding to the COVID-19 threat. At the same time, the department is currently preparing for the ship's first ever flotilla logistics inspection. This will provide command with the assurance that this department can support Prince of Wales effectively as we generate towards future deployments.
During KIP, the medical facilities on board are continuing to be enhanced. This includes the fitting out of our operating theatres with state-of-the-art operating tables, decontamination areas to support the theatre, and providing intensive care equipment in the ward to enable post-surgical care. This will allow us to fully realise our Role 2 capability, giving the ship the facility to embark a full surgical team and perform life-saving damage control surgery at sea. As a Role 2 platform, we will not only be able to support the ship, but the wider task group as well.
Throughout KIP, the Air Department has made preparations to the flight deck ready for the embarkation of F-35 aircraft from many nations during extensive deck trials in 2021. A new thermal metallic coating has been applied, allowing the deck to dissipate heat created by landing. Visual aids for pilots are being fitted, such as the Bedford Array and centerline cameras, which facilitate safe landing of aircraft. We also deployed air traffic controllers and aircraft handlers on board HMS Queen Elizabeth to gain vital experience of operating F-35 aircraft safely on board HMS Prince of Wales.
Throughout KIP, the Warfare Department have been using their time to prepare for additional capabilities that are to be realised. This will include the addition of the Phalanx close-in weapon systems, the critical last layer of the ship's anti-missile defence, as well as Mark 44 miniguns and receiving the 5th generation fighter aircraft. Training is always ongoing in the department, with key personnel embarked on our sister ship HMS Queen Elizabeth. They are undertaking advanced fighter controller courses, as well as maintaining currency in our short-range weapon systems.
During KIP, the Marine Engineering Department has been working hard to prepare the ship for deployment next year. Progression is being made with the commissioning of new systems on board. The RAS high points are being tested to allow us to carry out replenishment at sea with support vessels from the UK and our NATO allies. Our transfer boats are also away, undergoing preparations ready for deployment. Furthermore, work has been ongoing with our electrical distribution systems on board. With so much depending on a constant supply of power, the department has been utilising innovative engineering solutions to keep power flowing throughout the ship. With the hard work and determination of all in the ME department and all of the contractors supporting us, we have been able to continue with the essential work to get the ship ready to go back to sea.
Thank you for watching our virtual update. As you can see, we remain firmly on the journey to becoming a fully operational F-35B equipped aircraft carrier. The forward programme is looking very exciting, and we'll be sure to keep you posted on our milestone achievements. On behalf of HMS Prince of Wales and all that serve in her, we wish the Worshipful Company of Engineers the very best, and we look forward to seeing you all in the very near future.